Okay, welcome to our channel here. This is Harmony Point Acupuncture's YouTube channel. And we post usually 2 videos a week, usually on Sundays. Um, Yoga Qigong is one class that we offer, and Pranayama Breathing is the other one. This class is Pranayama Breathing, so welcome. And if you enjoy what you're experiencing here, please give us a thumbs up and subscribe. And we'd love to hear from you if you'd like to drop a line in the comment. We always appreciate your feedback and experiences. And thank you for your support. Okay, so we're going to begin now by just bringing our energy inwards and finding the breath at the tip of the nostrils. Just notice where you're experiencing that breath. Actually, I'd like to invite you to just focus inwards and just notice anywhere in the body that you're experiencing the breath. I gave the suggestion of the tip of the nostrils, but you may notice the breath in the chest, the abdomen, the rib cage. You may notice the collarbones. Just be aware of where you're experiencing the breath. And take a few moments to just be with that breath. Just feel yourself being a part of that breath. We're going to set our intention here for this practice on really giving ourselves permission to remain focused on this breath. Remain focused for the entire session here. And it's normal when you do this, your mind may wander away from the breath, but every time you notice your mind wandering, just bring yourself right back to the breath. This is also a perfect time if you have any prayers, mantras, personal affirmations, anything that you'd like to say to yourself to help you with this practice, you can do that now. Or you can just take a moment to really focus your personal intention. And I'd like to take a moment to just express my gratitude to all of my amazing teachers. I'm so grateful for the time and effort that they've spent with me. Okay, so we're going to begin now with some alternate nostril breathing. So we're going to take this hand and bring the first and middle finger down. We're going to use the thumb and ring and pinky fingers. We're going to cover the right nostril with the thumb. Bring awareness to the point between the eyebrows and exhale out the left nostril as if you were exhaling all the way out from the point between the eyebrows. Feel the release. Inhale back through the left nostril to the point between the eyebrows. Cover the left nostril with the 2 fingers. Exhale out the right nostril from the point between the eyebrows. Inhale back through the right nostril to the point between the eyebrows. Cover the right nostril with the thumb. Exhale out the left nostril from the point between the eyebrows. Inhale back through the left nostril to the point between the eyebrows. Cover the left nostril with the two fingers. Exhale through the right nostril from the point between the eyebrows. Inhale back through the right nostril to the point between the eyebrows. Feel that air nourishing and circulating through the body. Cover the right nostril with the thumb. Exhale through the left nostril from the point between the eyebrows. And continue this at your own pace. And stop the practice. Just sit for a moment. Okay, and now for the next practice, we're going to do the same mudra. This time, we're going to inhale right, exhale left, inhale right, exhale left. So we're not going in and out through each nostril. We're just going in through the right, out through the left. Same idea, going through the point between the eyebrows. So we're going to cover the right nostril with the thumb, bring awareness to the point between the eyebrows, exhale out the left nostril. Cover the left nostril with the two fingers, inhale through the right nostril. Cover the right nostril with the thumb, exhale through the left nostril. Cover the left nostril with the two fingers, inhale through the right nostril. Cover the right nostril with the thumb, exhale through the left nostril. And continue this practice at your own pace. And stop the practice. And just sit for a moment. Now, without using the mudra, having your palms nice and stretched open, you can have them in your lap, up or down, elbows relaxed, face relaxed. Come back to the breath at the tip of the nostrils and breathe in through both nostrils. Pause at the point between the eyebrows. Breathe out through both nostrils. Breathe in through both nostrils. Pause at the point between the eyebrows. Breathe out through both nostrils. And continue this practice at your own pace. And stop the practice. And now for the next practice, this is just something to experiment with. Just see if you can do the alternate nostril breathing without plugging the nose, just with your mind. So visualize that point between the eyebrows, and on the next exhalation, without plugging either nostril, envision the air coming out through the left nostril. Now come back in through the left nostril. Envision the air coming out through the right nostril. Now come back in through the right nostril. Pause at the point between the eyebrows. Envision the air coming out through the left nostril. Pause at the point between the eyebrows. Envision the air coming back in through the left nostril. Pause at the point between the eyebrows. Envision the air coming out through the right nostril. Pause at the point between the eyebrows. Envision the air coming back in through the right nostril. Pause at the point between the eyebrows. Envision the air coming out through the left nostril. And continue this at your own pace, just a few rounds. Don't worry about how much you're actually doing through each nostril, or if you're actually only going through one nostril. Just work with the visualization. Now stop that practice. And now keep working with this visualization without plugging the nostrils, but now go to the second type of alternate nostril breathing that's simpler. Inhale right, exhale left, inhale right, exhale left. And just experiment with that for a few moments. So inhale through the right nostril, visualize that air coming to the point between the eyebrows. Pause, exhale through the left nostril. Pause, inhale back through the right nostril, visualize the air coming to the point between the eyebrows. Exhale from the point between the eyebrows, visualizing the air coming out through the left nostril. And continue just a few rounds with that at your own pace, just experiment. And stop the practice. Okay, and now for the next practice, we'll just do some of the cooling pranayamas. So the first one, we're gonna put the tongue against the front teeth and inhale through the mouth. Pause, exhale through the nose. Inhale through the mouth, pause, exhale through the nose. Inhale through the mouth, pause, exhale through the nose. And continue this practice at your own pace. And stop the practice. And now for the next practice, reverse curl the tongue and inhale through the mouth, exhale through the nose. And stop the practice. Now for the next practice, we're going to curl the tongue. I can't curl my tongue, but I'm going to pretend that I can. And the actual curling this way. Last time we were curling the tongue backwards that way. This time we're curling it this way, but I can't do it, but I'm going to just pretend that I can. If you're one of the fewer people that can't do it, you can just pretend you're doing it too. But we're going to. So inhale through the mouth with the curled tongue, exhale through the nose. and stop the practice. Now we're going to pause. It's the end of our cooling set. Just take notice of the sensations in the mouth. You may have more saliva, more cooling feeling in the mouth, the gums, the teeth, the throat. And now we're going to move on to a few rounds of the cobra breathing. So we're going to inhale through the nose, leaning back. Hold the breath, chin to the chest. Come back up, sniffing some air through the nose, and exhale through the teeth. Inhale through the nose, leaning back. Hold the breath, chin to the chest. Come back up, sniffing some air through the nose. Exhale through the teeth. Inhale through the nose, leaning back. Hold the breath, chin to the chest. Come back up, sniffing some air through the nose. Exhale through the teeth. And everyone now do 3 more rounds at your own pace. Okay, now for our final practice, we're going to work on the full yogic breath. And in order to accomplish that, we're going to remind ourselves where the breath is passing through. The breath passes through the abdomen. So put your hands on your abdomen and just be with your breath in the abdomen. Feel the abdomen rising and falling under your hands. The breath also passes through the chest. So put your hand on your chest and feel how the breath feels there, rising and falling under your hands. And the breath also passes through the collarbones. So you can put your fingertips on your collarbones and feel the breath. Moving the collarbones under your fingertips. Very good. Okay, so now we're going to do our full yogic breath. Bring all this together. We're going to make a gentle mudra, a gentle fist. Place here, elbows relaxed. It's a gentle fist. Face is relaxed. Tongue is at the roof of the mouth for this practice. Actually, tongue should always be at the roof of your mouth unless it's otherwise specified like we're doing it. Okay, so let's begin now. We're going to inhale, feel the breath passing through the abdomen, the chest, and the collarbones. Pause as that air circulates and nourishes the body. When you're ready to exhale, drop the collarbones as the breath comes out through the collarbones, chest, and abdomen. Big release. Inhale, that breath passes back through the abdomen, chest, and collarbones, nourishes the body. And as you're ready to release, the breath passes back through the collarbones, chest, and abdomen. I'll guide you through one more breath and then we can go on our own. So next inhalation, expand the abdomen, expand the chest, raise up the collarbones. Pause. Exhale, drop the collarbones, contract the chest, contract the abdomen. Pause. now. Okay, now continue the breaths at your own pace, noticing the pauses at the end of the exhalation and at the end of the inhalation. You can have your eyes closed, partially open, or relaxed gaze forward, whatever is most comfortable for you. But keep your awareness on the breath, bring it back to the breath if your mind wanders, and notice the pauses between the breaths. It doesn't matter how long you pause, just that you notice and are aware of how it feels to be in that pause between the breaths. Okay, everyone continue at your own pace. And at the end of the next breath, you can stop the practice. Just sit for a moment. And thank you so much for joining me today.